Larrissa, and I am a realtor in Metro Detroit. And this is my friend Ebony.
Hi guys.
And I'm so excited because we are in her new home, and she is a first-time homeowner. Yeah, you excited?
I'm very excited.
Yes. So I wanted to create this video because I wanted to bring more light to what it's like to purchase your first home, because as we know, that can be very scary. It's something new. It's like, whoa, what do I do? How do I do it? And all that. So she's gonna answer some questions about her experience and just kind of give us some insight about what it's all about. All right, so I have some questions. All right, let's see here. So, when you first decided to buy your home, did you enroll in the new homeowner program?
No, I actually met my realtor first by accident. I like to look at houses in my spare time. So I ran into her there, and she was like persistent enough to make me take notice of her emails and text. And so from there, I applied for like pre-approval, and then I found a place that I liked, and then I went through the first-time home buyers program.
Okay, nice. Okay, so I guess that would answer my question about how did you find your agent. So you ran into her by accident, and so when you ran into her, kind of like give a little backstory on that. What were you doing? How did you run into her?
I randomly stopped by this house because I'm a little bit nosy and I like to see what houses look like when they're for sale.
Okay.
And she took down my information. She reached out to me like a couple of days later and was like, hey, there's a couple offers on the house. If you're serious, you might want to put an offer in. And I told her I'm not even pre-approved. So she sent me an application for pre-approval, and I filled that out and I got pre-approved, and then we started looking for places. And then from there, I put an offer on the place, and that's how it happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So through the searching for a home, the process, how would you say that went? Would you say that you were like, was it a good experience? What was that like?
It was a good experience overall. There was one instance where I put an offer in and they did not accept my offer, so that was a little bit humbling.
Yes.
It was a good experience.
Yeah, I think, and that's like when that happens, a lot of people like it kind of gives them that like, oh, whoa, like you know, but it does happen, and it's okay. You just gotta kind of keep trying, and it knock you down.
I know, and that's what my realtor said too. She was like, you gotta start looking again. I'm like, no, I wanted that house.
Yeah, and that can get discouraging, especially when it's your first time, like. Getting that like no to your offer is like, okay, like maybe I shouldn't do this. I didn't get the one I wanted, but it's out there. You just gotta keep trying. So when you were looking for your home, would you say that you were like more picky? Were you open? Like, did you have something very specific that you were looking for?
I knew what I wanted, like things that I wasn't willing to sacrifice. Like I needed at least 2 bedrooms and at least 2 bathrooms, because I don't like guests using the same bathroom as me.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yes. And you have, she has a beautiful home. Your
Thank
home
you.
is gorgeous. It's
Glory to
absolutely
God.
gorgeous. Yes. So next question. What made you choose the location for your home? Was that a big deal? Like, was that a deal breaker for you?
So I wanted to move closer to work.
Okay.
But not be too far from my family. So right now I'm like 15 minutes closer to work, but only 10 minutes away from my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really good. Yeah. That's good. I feel like location is very big for a lot of people, and when you kind of narrow that down and know where you want to live, it kind of makes it a little bit easier. Let's see. So, what were the challenges when you were going through the process?
Definitely like trying to find something before the state of Michigan ran out of money was a huge challenge, because I knew that they were running out of money soon. So I had to find something and get the down payment fast, or else I was gonna have to wait till the next fiscal year.
Yeah.
And I was taking things into consideration, like what would my life look like 5 years from now, and would I still want to live here then?
Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, so another question. So you are single and ready to mingle.
I am.
Yes.
Hi guys.
And so, you know, a lot of people, when they think of buying a home, they think of oh, I have to be married, I have to be in a relationship, and things like that. So what made you take that leap of faith and say I don't care about that, and like just kind of do it.
Well, if I waited till I had a man to live my life, I wouldn't do anything.
Very true.
So,
Very true.
I just felt like the Lord was leading me to buy a house, and like, if I have God, that's all I need. If He chooses to like add a man to it, then you know that's great.
Yes, I love that. I love that because I think it's so important to make big decisions on your own. Like, we don't have to wait for someone else to say, like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, and our generation, I think as women, we're just, you know, being great trailblazers of that. Like, you don't have to have a spouse to buy a home. And so, yeah, you definitely show that.
I will say that's a challenge, though, because I noticed, like, contractors and, like, home repair people treat you differently when they get to the house and there's not a man there. So I'll try to have, like, a cousin there or, like, one of my cousin's friends there, something like that.
Yes, for sure. And someone just educated on, like, stuff like that, so that you don't get in the, you know, mixed up and they, like, overcharge you or, you know, tell you things that you need that you don't.
Definitely.
Yeah, very important. So how long did the process take?
I went to the open house in like October. She reached out, and then I kept avoiding her text, and then I realized she's not trying to like just put me in anything. Like, she's serious and professional. Yeah. So around November, I filled out the pre-approval, and December I had like some family stuff going on, so I put it on hold. January I put in an offer. They didn't accept it. And then in March I put in another offer, and then I closed in April.
Okay, nice.
Or maybe it was February when I put in the offer. Anyways, I closed in April.
Yes. Well, that's good. That's good. So the process took a while, but not too long. Yeah. So it was, you know.
I was the holdup.
So the pre-approval and all that process, would you say that was easier than you thought it would be?
Yeah.
It was, okay. That's good.
It was.
That's good. And then for someone else who's like nervous about that or just like feeling on the edge, like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that, what kind of advice would you give them?
Like, know your financial situation and like be a little bit familiar with it so that you'll know like what you're comfortable spending, because they'll approve you for stuff that maybe you don't necessarily need.
That is so true. Yeah. That is so true. I really like that, because a lot of times people see that big number that they're approved for, and then it's like, should I really commit to that much? Because maybe your lifestyle, you have other things that you are doing or that you want to do. Maybe you're a person who likes to travel. Like, you know, you got to kind of consider all of that when you're making the decision to buy a home. So, yeah, that number doesn't mean you got to take it.
No.
You can always take less. Yes. So what tips would you give for a new buyer? What kind of advice would you give them?
Be upfront with your realtor. If you don't like an area or you don't like something that they're showing you, let them know. Don't waste your time or theirs. And then be willing to compromise. Like, I wanted a house that was move-in ready, and that wasn't happening. I had to fix some things up and change some paint and floors, and you know, sometimes you don't get everything you want right away.
Yes, very true. Oh, let's talk about that, because like, you got a home and you fixed up a lot of things before you moved in your home. So how was that process like in deciding like, okay, I'll get something that I have to, you know, fix up?
So I knew this is actually the same house that I put an offer in on and it got rejected the first time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was right around the corner actually. I knew that I really liked this place and that it was something that I wanted. So when this one became available, I was like, let me go look at it, make sure it's not too bad, put in an offer before everybody see that it's available. Like, I put in an offer the same day that it popped up online.
Wow, you was not playing.
Yeah, I found it before my realtor even sent it to me.
Yeah.
And I came and saw it, put in an offer, and knew that it was gonna be like a little bit of work involved because I wanted to look like the first place I saw.
Yeah. I feel it. That's good though, because being open to that creates the opportunity for you to get what you want.
Yes.
Like, if you wasn't open to fixing it up, and y'all, Ebony like really took some time to fix up this place.
I was like 6-7 months.
Yeah, I'm like, Ebony, did you move in yet?
No.
Oh, no, not yet. I'm like,
I have a little bit of stuff there, but like I go to my mom's and
Yes,
like,
I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But yes, but it turned out super
Thank
beautiful,
you.
and I mean now it's home. You know,
Yeah,
before
it
it was
is.
just a house.
Yeah.
Now it's a home.
It
So
is definitely.
yes. All right, so thank you so much, Ebony, for sharing information about your home and your new owner. Would you like to share with them where they can find you?
Yes, you guys can follow me at myfirsthome_condo_addition. And you can see some updates and like renovations that I made.
Yes. So definitely check out Ebony's Instagram and follow her and see what she's doing in her new home. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I look forward to sharing more videos about the home buying process and yeah, just lots of real estate information. Thanks, girl.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for having me at your house.
Oh, anytime. You're welcome anytime.